Go. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to end of November video. Uh, so this month was about as slow as last month, if not just a tad slower, but we still survived. The main part of our sales again was component and gun amp sales, with a couple of guns in between and stuff, a couple of components and everything. But the main thing we're recognizing is people have gone away and played other games. There's a lot of NFT games out there right now. They're spending their time in there at the moment. And that's fine. There's still enough players to kick the game over. And I noticed some of them are starting to come back now. Even older ones that stopped playing ages ago. They're getting bored of these other new games. So I think it's looking up. And with the new event, 10-year event, and the Mayhem coming up. But that's not the exciting part about what's happening right now. They changed mining, and they changed mining in a way where someone like me with lots of skills is looking to really profit out of, whereas someone that doesn't have as many skills is going to struggle. And I'll tell you why. They got rid of wave mining. So you can't go out there when your mate tells you the waves are on with big amps when you're level 5 and clean up on the MU. You can't do that anymore. They got rid of that. They changed the resources out there. There's Blorcerium and Alcinese out there now. It's not like it was. Gas and grease is going to be really difficult to get a hold of. Even Derulium, stuff like, but you're going to be able to global and stuff like Regolite and stuff. So it's changed sort of how it was a couple of years ago before they implemented the wave mining and changed mining with some added resources in between. So yeah, look, it's only early days. I've only done 3 mining runs. These are the 3 mining runs I've done. I mine my normal areas, and yeah, the vibe I got from the Minnow Coast, OLA 15 Ashy, the vibe I got out of all these areas is old day mining vibe plus a little bit of pepper over the top. That's basically the way they're doing it. I was getting good hit rates in these areas, but it was a lot of pleb ores with a tiny bit of MU in between. I'm guessing I'm getting more MU than a new player would because of my skills, so it looks like they've factored skills in to mean more than they did before. So we don't know yet. It's only been a couple of weeks or a week, so we have to. It's a wait and see game with the mining. But as you can see, we're up 760,000 PED, 94.05% return. So that hasn't really changed. That's probably not going to change. It's just the composition of what we get mining. With sales, so yeah, we made, as you can see, a legitimate amount of sales. I've already started on the next month. I've already got a fair whack into the next month, actually. There's no amps on the auction house. Super alloy mountings are really difficult to craft because gas and grease is going to become scarce. Even robot parts like focus lens components, adaptive fire rates, heat sinks, all those types of things are just dropping off because there's either no one farming them or they've reduced the amount that they're dropping. But either way, the way it looks like Minduct's going is less is more. So I'm selling amps for 135% now that used to sell for 120 because there's just none in the auction house. So this is the way they're going. And the auction house is filling up full of blueprints. Anyone can go on the auction house now and get blueprints cheap because there's stuff or materials to craft them with. Somebody's got to be out there farming it, or it's got to drop a bit more often. Who knows whether they'll rebalance it? They probably will, but it doesn't matter for us because we're on top of the game, whichever way the game goes. That's the thing. Don't ever try to make the game do what you do. You do what they do, and you match and adapt. So, yeah. So that's looking good. What else have we got here? We got summary page. Where's our summary page? Right, so we're up to 2.22 million PED cycled since the beginning of our enterprise, which, mind you, as a reminder, is coming to a 2-year anniversary at the end of this month. I'm not going to have a party or anything. I think we're beyond that. We'll just keep going as we're going. We keep an eye on these percentage rates and notice that they still suck and nothing's really changed. I'm going to make my video at the end of this month, probably in the middle of January sometime, to mind up. I've got to really think about it. I don't want to rush it or just bring out whatever happens to come across my mind. I want to make sure I got my shit together when I make that video to make it as impactful as I can towards the company, and maybe suggest some things to them that they might be able to do better to, you know, to make more money for them. I mean, the more money they make, the more money we'll make. So, because if they're not making money, guess where they get their profits from? Us. So, you know, improvements all around wouldn't be a bad thing. Look, we're still at 91.98%. Like I said before, I don't see that changing outside of the way I'm playing the game, unless we got an ATH, which is still possible, of course. So I'm not going to go through them percentages. I went through them last time. Yeah. So I know my video is a little bit late this month because, well, I flat out just forgot to do it. And someone reminded me the other day, hey, bud, where's the video? Oh, yeah, shit, better record that. But I got some time put aside today, and I recorded it today, so that's cool. Yeah, so mining's keep an eye out on thing. Go out and mine for yourselves. You'll see, you know, it has changed. And gun amps are in demand. Now, the thing about the last Mayhem was, what happened in the last Mayhem is that guns and amps ran out. You got to understand, that was when the mining was still how it was before. Now, they've given us literally 3 days before Christmas Mayhem to get our shit together, mining-wise, find out where all the ores are, and then try to provide guns and amps to the population that want to shoot mobs, the ones that don't have the $50,000 UL guns and amps, you know. This is a hard task. This is a hard task even for me. Guns don't seem to be a problem because they're a bit more plebbish than amps are, but amps tend to require a little bit more rarer materials. In saying that, what ran out last Mayhem was high-level guns, BC-55s, LR-60s, 65s, BC-60, 65s. All these guns use higher-level ores to craft, which were actually a little bit in abundance before they changed mining. I done that mining in the Monopolis Desert. I done 200 and something drops. I got one Devil's Tail, and usually I would get a few. I got one. So that's a major component for higher level guns. Putty, I don't even know what's happening with putty at the moment. If they've removed it from out at Amathera, where everyone was wave mining, good luck crafting anything level 50 or so, or any of the stuff that needs putty. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard. The next couple of months, couple of weeks, well, to a month to 2 months even, is going to be difficult to keep the demand up. But my job for the next month is to go and mine all my normal areas and understand what's going on with mining, understand where the ores are and the way they've structured it, adapt to it, get on top of it, and then make heaps of cash. That's the plan. All right, I'm done. Hope you enjoyed the video. It doesn't need to be long. You all know what it's doing. If you haven't come to pick your cash up, I've got it all set aside in vehicles. I've only got a couple left to come and pick up, so that's good. And I'll see you in the next video in January.